Minimal music is a form of art music that employs limited or minimal musical materials. It originated in New York in the 1960s and was first viewed as a form of experimental music called the New York Hypnotic School. Some minimalism characteristics are loops, hooks, and riffs. Loops are a rhythmic or melodic idea that is repeated on a loop. While repetition is used in the music of all cultures, the first musicians to use loops were electroacoustic music pioneers such as Pierre Schaeffer and Harlem Dub. In the early 1990s, digital devices were created so looping could be done live on stage. Hooks are a melodic idea that is heard throughout the song but not consistently, usually played by melodic instruments. The term generally applies to popular music, especially rock, R&B, hip-hop, dance, and pop. In these genres, the hook is often found in or consists of the chorus. Hooks are repetitive, memorable, and attention-grabbing. Riffs are usually a 4-bar phrase played on a guitar or bass that's repeated throughout a song. Riffs are most common in rock music, jazz, and funk. Daft Punk is a French electronic music duo formed by Guy Manuel de Homechrister and Thomas Bangalter in 1993. Thomas Bangalter, born 3rd of January 1975, is a French musician, record producer, singer, songwriter, DJ, composer, and film director, and part of duo Daft Punk. Guy Manuel de Homechrister, born 8th February 1974, is a French musician, record producer, singer, songwriter, DJ, and film director, and part of duo Daft Punk. Their origin is Paris, France. They became popular as part of the French house movement and had continuous success. They combine elements of house music with funk, techno, disco, rock music, and synth pop influences. They are also known for their visual stylization and disguises associated with their music. They wear helmets and gloves in most of their public appearances to take robot personas. The duo was briefly in an indie band named Darlin, and when the group ended, they experimented with drum machines and synthesizers. They released their first studio album, Homework, through Virgin Records in 1997. They then released 4 more albums over the next few years. They also won a Grammy Award for Best Electronic Dance Album for their album Alive. The song I have chosen to do is Daft Punk by Daft Punk from their album Homework. The time signature of this piece is 4/4. The tempo is moderate, the song is very electronic, the genre is dance/electronic, the key is G, and at the end of the piece it decrescendos to finish, and the song begins with hook 1, loop 1, and loop 2, and the song ends with loop 4, hook 1, loop 1, and loop 2. The song starts with 3 layers. The first layer is hook 1. Hook 1 is a synthesizer that plays a melodic line that is played throughout the song but not continuously. Although it isn't a thin sound, it is only a moderate texture as it is only playing a monophonic melody, so it isn't thick. Hook 1 is also a sequence, as it's the same rhythm, it's just descending notes. The melodic contour of hook 1 is mainly descending. Hook 1 begins at the start and is also in the ending of the song. The second layer is loop 1, which is played on a synthesizer. That sounds are common to the dance genre. It plays repeated notes that are the tonics of each chord. The texture of loop 1 is thin as it only plays single notes, which is a minimalism characteristic. Loop 1 is staccato and is played mezzo forte. It starts at the beginning of the song and is also in the ending of the song. The third layer is loop 2, which is a drum loop. This drum loop uses a musical element of articulation on the second and fourth beat on the clap. This gives it energy and a steady groove, which is a characteristic of the dance genre. This loop begins at the start of the song and repeats throughout most of the song and is a minimalistic characteristic. The texture is moderate. Sometimes the claps are more accented in some parts of the song than others. It starts at the beginning of the song and is also in the ending of the song. Is loop 3. It comes in during the middle of the song, but later in the piece it drops out, which makes the texture of the song thin as not many loops are happening in that part. It's played by hi-hat. The loop features a syncopated rhythm. The last loop in the song is loop 4, which is played by a synthesizer. The notes being played are mostly semiquavers, which gives us a fast/rushed feeling. It's quite a distorted/electronic sound, which is the characteristics of the dance genre. The loop comes in halfway through the song and plays until the end of the piece. It has a limited range of notes, and it's the same repeated over and over again, which is a minimalistic technique.